Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he mentioned one ajib riwayat. Abu Sa'id radiyallahu ta'ala anhu mentions, ذكر رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم بلاء يصيب هذه الأمة. Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam was once in a gathering with the respected Sahaba kiram radiyallahu ta'ala anhum ajma'een, and he mentioned some problems, some difficulties, some conditions which will befall this ummah. حتى لا يجد الرجل ملجأ يلجأ إليه من الظلم. These difficulties will be, these halat will be, these atrocities will be such. No one will be able to find no refuge where they can run and take shelter. Such halat will come upon this ummah of mine. Such conditions will come upon this ummah of mine. People will run, people will look, I need a place of refuge, they will find nothing. لا يجد الرجل ملجأ. There will be absolutely no refuge for that person running away from the zulm and the atrocities which he is facing. فَيَبْعَثَ اللَّهُ رَجُلًا مِنْ عِتْرَتِي وَأَهْلِ بَيْتِي. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will see the downtroddenness of this ummah. Allah will see the musibah which the ummah is going through. Allah will see the tests, the trials, the tribulations which this ummah is going through. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through His infinite mercy will send one person, He will be such, Allah Rabbul Izzat will send him, he will be from amongst my family. In another riwayat it mentions, this person will come with so much khair and so much goodness and so much benefit for this ummah. Had there have only been one day left for this ummah and that person had not come, Allah would stretch this day so much just so this person can come into this ummah. That person from the family of Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam, that person who has the sharaf and has the noble lineage that connects up to Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam. فَيَمْلَأُ بِهِ الْأَرْضِ قِسْطًا وَعَدْلًا. This person will come, he will fill the whole world with justice, he will fill the whole world with adalat, he will fill the whole world with good conditions upon this ummah. كَمَا مُلِئَتْ ظُلْمًا وَجَوْرًا. Just as how we found there was hardships upon this ummah, there were difficulties upon this ummah. This person will flip the conditions around. From bad, they will go to good. From worst, they will go to best. From insignificant, the ummah will become significant. يَرْضَى عَنْهُ سَاكِنُ السَّمَاءِ وَسَاكِنُ الْأَرْضِ. He will be such in his justice, he will be such in his rule, he will be such in his advancing in deen. So much so, the inhabitants of the sky will love this person. Every single being on this earth will also love this person. Such a zat and such a person is going to come to this ummah, my beloved brothers. Such a person, Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentions, he will be from my family. Salima radiyallahu ta'ala anha, she mentions a further hadith where Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he mentions further, Al-Mahdi min itrati wa ahli bayti. Another riwayah, Al-Mahdi min itrati min awladi Fatima. Mahdi is from my progeny, and he will be from the awlad and from the children of Fatima radiyallahu ta'ala anha. He mentions in another hadith, this world will not come to an end. This dunya will not cease. This dunya will not perish. La tadhhabu dunya. This will never ever come to an end until what? Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam mentions, Hatta yamlika al-Arab rajulun min ahli bayti. Until a time does not come where a person will come from my progeny, a person will come from that progeny from Fatima radiyallahu ta'ala anha. Until he does not become the ruler of the whole of the Arabian Peninsula, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not send Qiyamah. He also mentions this person's name is same like my name. And in another riwayah, يَوَاطِهُ ismuhu ismi wa ismu abihi ismu abi. His name will be Muhammad and he will be the son of Abdullah. He will be Muhammad bin Abdullah. You and I refer to him as the Mahdi and the guided one. Such a person, Allahu Akbar, he will come and he will restore the ummah back to the pinnacle of glory. He will take the ummah back to that status which it once fell from. He will take the ummah back to the stages of where they can walk with izzat and respect. Downtroddenness we see, zillat we see, ruswahi and disgrace we see. He will bring this ummah back to the stages of glory. Allahu Akbar. At the time when there will be a Khalif who dies in around Medina, he will flee and he will go and leave and go to Makkah. Doesn't want to take part in any feud, doesn't want to take part in any ikhtilaf, he leaves. The signs in the hadith have mentioned the coming of who we refer to as the Mahdi. His description, how he will be. When he speaks, he'll have a slight stutter and he will hit his leg out of frustration. His attributes, how his face looks, everything has been described in the hadith. You and I know. Now let's take a step out for one moment and think for a second. Rhetoric we hear, as the Shaykh rightly before me he pointed out, some people will make claim that what? We believe in Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. We believe him to be the last Nabi. We believe him to be the Khatamun Nabiyyin and the seal of all prophets. We know looking at literature this is not the case. We know looking into the books we can see this is not the case. But where you and I will find some people will fall, some people will slip, some people will fall into error is how and how. How? Because they will make this claim that al-i'adhu billah, our leader, our founder was none other than Imam Mahdi and the Messiah. We have lack of knowledge. A young child will be able to tell you, La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, that there is none worthy of worship but Allah, and Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam is the last messenger. We know this, and a child will be able to tell you. But from this angle now, that no, we believe, halanki we know, the claim that he made to prophethood is there in the books. You cannot run from such facts. But from this angle now, reformer, Mahdi, spiritual guide, we don't even know a little amount of knowledge where we can answer such claims. We can tackle such questions. We can give jawab to such false information. When we look at the claims of the people who make this, is their name like Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam? I answer in the negative. Is the father's name like Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam? Again, I answer in the negative. If you look at the mother, the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam, anyone who made claim, that person who made claim, is the name like the mother of Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam? If not we as a whole, we will all answer in the negative, that no, there is no such thing. Allahu Akbar. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He will put in his heart, he will leave, he will go to Makkatul Mukarramah, and he will be between the Hajar Aswad and the Maqam Ibrahim. And people will recognize, this is that person who has been mentioned in the hadith of Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam. He won't claim himself. He will not try to assume the throne and the position himself. He will not say, I am the leader, I am the ruler, I am the person who will be in charge, I am the person at the top of the hierarchy. He will not say this. He will not make claim to this. People will see him, people will approach him, and they will force him to take the bay'ah, and they will say, you are the Mahdi, you are the guided one. Do we see this? Many people have laid claim. Many people make comments that I am such and such, I am a guided one, I am the Mahdi. The hadith which have been established have come through such an overwhelming number of sources. One cannot lie, you cannot even try to fabricate. Even doing so, one person's iman will become void and empty.